What is going on, guys? Welcome to the start of a new career mode here in RdBull, and this time we will be doing it in the Red Bull Academy, starting with Racing Bulls. And before we kick into the weekend and the career mode, I'll show the driver lineups and the teams liveries. So here we have already got the Red Bull with Isaac Hadjar and Max Verstappen and their respective helmets, and then we have got Aston Martin already with Alonso and Stroll, and the helmets are all from the previous career mode. I didn't add new helmets yet. And here we have got Williams with Sainz and Albon, also the same helmets and a pretty similar livery to the old career mode, and McLaren now with the Gemini livery instead of the Google Chrome livery, and Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris as drivers. But Alpine has got a pretty special livery, the black with pink decals. And then we have got Racing Bulls with me and Liam Lawson as drivers, and my a bit customized helmet with a Red Bull logo and the Austrian flag. And then we've got Haas with Poli David 35, my biggest rival from F2, and his teammate is Oliver Berman. He also uses his helmet from last year. And then we've got Audi with the new 2026 livery, still with the old helmets, and Nico Hülkenberg and Gabriel Bortoleto. And here you can see the overview of the whole grid for the new season. And then you will also see the calendar here. And now let's get started. So here we are in Australia for the qualifying, as we are already in Q3, coming into the third sector, to the final sector of the lap. Into the penultimate corner, we run deep a bit, and the Red Bull distracts me, which makes me run wide through the final corner, and I lost a bit of time there. And in the end, it's a 1:18.1, which is surprisingly enough for pole position, and in the Racing Bull against Max AI level 100 this is in this game. And here we are for the race. The 500 lads go on, and off we go here for the Australian Grand Prix, for the first ever race in the new career mode. And the Ferrari directly gets a better start than me, and the Mercedes also tries to overtake me, but I brake later around the outside, and I nearly lose the car on the exit. I slide the way exiting the first corner, and now the Mercedes uses it to overtake me from the outside, but I defend the inside well and can stay in front of him. Now I'll charge my way through to catch up to Charles Leclerc, who is already pretty far away. But through this corner the AI is still slow, so I make my use of it and try to overtake him. At least I caught up to him, and into this chicane that doesn't exist anymore in real life, I can overtake him as he lost the car exiting the corner. And now I'm through up to P1 again, still against 100 level 100 AI, which is the maximum of the game. But somehow I cracked the setup, and now I can pull away versus the maximum level of AI in the pretty much slowest car of the game. But yeah, here we are in the end of lap 1. I set 2 pole sectors, and in the end my lap time got deleted as I went deep in a corner. Let's begin lap 2 now, as we come to the first corner, and we run deep once again, and the gravel, he nearly spins around my car, and I lose another small amount of time, but it's not that much. so I didn't lose too much time, but Leclerc is catching up and isn't that far behind me now, but through the middle sector I make up some ground, and through this corner I can pull away again, as the AI is still pretty much very slow through the corner. Into this chicane we go, and we lose the car again. Somehow the car now feels way lower to the ground than in the qualifying, or is it just me who now uses the curbs way more than in the qualifying? I don't know, but it's now way more difficult to drive over curbs than it did in the qualifying previously. And as we now fast forward a few laps to lap 9, a lack of concentration made me lose the car in a fast chicane, and my car got teleported into the air and then back onto the track, and this made Leclerc overtaking me, but I used it to make a nice move, which you will see in a few corners time. Rounding the last corner, nearly last corner, I tap his rear and down the inside we go. I fake around the outside and then pull down to the inside and make the move, and we're up to P1 again. But exiting the corner, he gets a better exit. Side by side we go nearly into the first corner. I deploy the ERS to overtake a bit, but we can stay in front of him luckily. And on the second straight we've got DRS another time, so we can stay in front of him. And another few laps later I nearly lost the car exiting that corner, as I nearly got caught on the curb. And another lap later, exiting the final corner, as we are now starting lap 20 of 29, coming to the first corner. Again, he's drama with the Alpines, as the other Alpine, he comes back to the track and I didn't see it coming, and I have got a drive-through penalty for this stupid acting of the Alpine. Unfortunately, I saw it way too late, and when it happened, it was already too late to react. So unfortunately we have got a drive-through penalty now, but we have got a safety car, which makes it better for me to serve the penalty, as I won't lose so much time. In the end I didn't even lose the position to Leclerc, as he was way too far behind me. Exiting the pit lane, we've got a 1.5 minute timer to catch up to the safety car, as we're now lapping the Alpine once again, who gave me the drive-through penalty. And here we are, caught up to the safety car, and I tried to also overtake the safety car as the Audi did, but unfortunately I wasn't allowed to do, as I'm obviously the leader. I don't know why, but somehow I didn't recognize that and also wanted to overtake the safety car. He saw that I wasn't allowed, and the Alpine nearly unlapped itself. And here we are in the end of lap 21, a lap later. I came to the pits to now change the tires. I wanted to change the tires a lap earlier, but I got the drive-through penalty, which made it delay for a lap. And now we have again got the timer, but we caught up to the safety car in the end of lap 22 and fast forward it to the end. Here we go. The safety car will come to the pits, but it brake checks me on the exit of the final corner. What the hell is going on? He just didn't see that in my entire life, that the safety car is trying to brake check me. Whatever. And into the first corner we go. We run wide a bit again, and the lap time gets deleted once again. But it's not that important anymore, as we have the fastest lap anyways now. And here we go around the outside, trying to lap the Audi of Nico Hülkenberg, it was, I guess, but he squeezes me off track, and I have to finish off the move on the exit of the second corner into the second DRS straight. And here we are in the penultimate lap, as nothing had happened anymore. But here happened something. I again lost concentration and literally drove straight into the wall, and I lose a huge amount of time. It was around 12 seconds, so from a gap of 47 seconds, the gap shrunk down to 35 seconds in the end. But in the end, I also could lap the cars again, which unlapped themselves while I crashed out. And he saw the Audi of Nico Hülkenberg somehow spun away on the exit of the first corner, which made it easier for me to lap him again. And now, on the final corner, on the straight, and we win the Season 1 opener in a freaking racing bull car versus the maximum AI level of the game. This was an insane performance, and here we are on the top step of the podium, and Ferrari of Charles Leclerc and Max Verstappen complete the podium, and my teammate ends up in P4. This is insanity for our team, for the Italian second team of Red Bull. And with that performance and results, we also end up in first place of the Constructors' Championship for now, but I'm optimistic that we won't win the Constructors' Championship in the end.